Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I am your host, Ken Nickels, and I'm here tonight with Melanie Nickels. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products. And if you're counting, today is episode 107, and this is the special Acronyms Show, or curly terms show, or a little bit of both. So this will be a lot of fun because I've got pages and pages and pages. If you're a newbie, or if you're one of those people that hangs around either on the curly hair websites or in the curly hair Facebook groups or wherever and see conversations all the time and wonder, what does that term mean? Or what do those initials mean? What does that mean? Tonight, we're going to clue you in on a lot of them. So we'll try not to run real long. We'll try to get done in half an hour if we can, and but still give good, thorough explanations on them. So, Melanie, so how was your week this week? How are you tonight? How was your week?
It was busy. I'm good. It was Valentine's, so we had a lot going on at the salon as usual.
Any good curly clients this week? Anything interesting?
No.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. We always have good curly clients, but no, nothing that I can think of out of the ordinary.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, just so everyone knows, we broadcast Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time live in the Curly Girl Support Group on Facebook. If you're not a member, you can join that 60-some thousand member support group. A lot of the people from our salon, and we have admins and people on our internet and marketing teams that are there to answer your questions. And there's no such thing as a dumb question, and it's a very drama-free environment. You can check it out there. You can also watch us live on Instagram at Raw Curls. I know a lot of you guys are here. Wave. Are here with us tonight. Thanks for joining us. And you can also watch us live on Twitter, and which goes through Periscope, and on the Curly Hair Q&A YouTube channel as well. We're live there, and all the shows and all the daily question of the days are archived on the YouTube channel as well. So just so everybody knows, oh, what am I talking about? And podcast. Anywhere you consume podcasts, the Curly Hair Q&A, Mondays with Melanie show is usually how you search it. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music. What am I missing? Spotify. Rhett, what am I missing? I can't hear you. You're not in my ears, dude. Okay. Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify. Most of the main ones. Yeah. You search for it, you'll find us. So, and you know why?
What do you search for? Because a lot of people, my clients don't understand what that is. So, I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there that don't know. So what do you search for podcasts, or what do you?
Rhett, can you come live on this, or do you want me to repeat you?
Curly Hair Q&A podcast is what you search for.
What I do is I have one of those at home. I've got one of those Google Home module thingies, and I will just say, okay, Google, play the Curly Hair Q&A Mondays with Melanie podcast, or sometimes I'll say most recent episode or something, and it comes right up. Comes right up. You know why it comes right up? Because we were voted the #2 hair-related podcast that you must listen to and subscribe to in 2019. So that's why. Hey, it's a big deal in this room.
I can hang that up with the rest of my medals.
Right. Right. Oh man. So anyway, oh boy. Don't look at my hair if you're watching on video tonight.
I am looking at
your
hair.
I know, because there's a thing. See, I had a busy day. I had a
like
7-hour drive today, and it was hot and sticky, and so I came home and I had to rush to get here. So I ran through the shower, didn't wash my hair or anything, and tried to spray some hairspray. Just
not working.
I don't know. God, I'm glad there's no podcast. Well, anyway. So yeah, don't look at it. No video on podcast.
Yeah.
I'm busy. I'm a busy. I know, I'm a busy guy, and I couldn't get it to go down. I'm like, oh, and my hair looked great this morning when I first. Do you want to try? fix that? Any luck?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so
Will you put some hairspray or something
I
in it?
did. Whatever was in the bathroom at
That's
the office
better.
here. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure it wasn't curly girl friendly, so I'm sure it's all
I'm sure.
sticky. I'm sure. All right. Okay. Well, let's start with the acronyms, and I'm going to read through them. I'd love to be able to say to you that we will, that we'll post them up, but we won't. We really don't have a way to do it. So either listen really close, or you could jot them down if you'd like, if you want to go back. Like I said, this will be available. This episode will be available. Will it be up right away on YouTube once we're finished, or as soon as it processes after we finish, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be archived there forever. Episode 107. It'll say, we'll title it the Acronym Show. And you can get them from there. So it'll be up there for eternity. And then tomorrow morning, if you want to listen to the podcast as well on your commute to work or wherever, please subscribe to that channel. And it'll be up typically about 5:30 a.m. Eastern time, roughly-ish, tomorrow. So that's it. All right, you want to get into these?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First one, we'll kind of just go through this, and they're kind of random, but and the way I did it is I went through them kind of just as I thought of them, so I didn't really alphabetize them or anything, even though some of them it'll sound like they are, but I really didn't. So, and some of these here that are basic, I'll just go through, and the ones that really need an explanation, Melanie will do that. So I'll defer to her. So we'll start. CG means curly girl. CGM equals curly girl method. Do you want to describe what the curly girl method is in general, in real general terms?
So the curly girl method was created by Lorraine Massey from Diva Sean, and it's a method of shampooing and styling. Well, not shampooing actually, so like not using shampoo. They use the no poos, so it's the products that are used to cleanse, we'll call it, and style the hair, so that it's in a method that is very gentle and encourages your curl and not to cause frizz. So it's things like not using shampoos or sulfates. They have a more of a conditioning cleanser, and then things like not combing the hair and different techniques, and products, the way to apply products as to best preserve your curls.
Okay. Next one, CO, or which would be co or co-wash. And that means conditioner washing, or using conditioner to wash your hair. We'll just leave it at that. Do you want to get into that or no?
Yeah. Well,
all right, go ahead. So do you want to describe what that is?
Yeah. So similar to what I was just talking about, it's a method of using a conditioner to cleanse your hair, or also using conditioner to just refresh the hair in between washes. So like if you cleanse your hair every 5 days, let's say, then you can co-wash, just wet your hair down and use conditioner in between. So that's what it is.
Okay. Okay. HG, that means Holy Grail. And a Holy Grail is a product that is a curly girl product that is typically somebody's favorite, something they can't live without. So when you see them post, that's my HG, that's what they mean. That's my Holy Grail. The initials RR, that means Rockin' Ringlets, and that is a product, a styling product that's manufactured by Jessie Curl and our friend Jessica McGinty, who's supposed to come back for Q&A.
Jess.
She's supposed to come back for Q&A.
So these are like, this is kind of like texting terms.
Yeah, kind of like that. LOL.
Which I never, I'm like, what does that mean?
Well, right, What does that mean?
Shorthand.
Like WTH, right? Okay.
WTF, I know that one.
Right, that too. All right. CK is Curl Keeper. That's also a curly hair product, and that is a styling product. KY, that equals KY jelly, which, believe it or not, for those of you who are new, some people use that as a sealer when styling, typically before you would use gel.
Sure they do.
Right.
What?
Right.
Really?
Right, yeah. Cast. That's the
So
next
some
one.
of these products have multiple uses,
Yes, they would.
apparently.
This one would. Let's see what else would. Nope, that's it. That's the only one.
Wow.
You will not find them on our sponsor's website, Raw Curls, which can be found at www.rawhairorganics.com, the world's cleanest, greenest, 100% natural, and up to 100% organic curly hair product line, which is our sponsor tonight.
Definitely not
You
something
will
I use.
not find it on, and you will not find it on our sponsor's website. All right, a cast. Cast is when a gel is applied to wet hair in the shower or right afterward. The gel will get hard, and when it dries, it forms a cast. And we'll expand on that a little bit when we get farther
That
back.
sounds
So
like
that's
it goes with
cast.
the KY jelly, but anyway.
Right.
It's not for broken arms.
No,
Oh.
not in the curly hair world. No.
Oh.
Oh boy.
See, I would be confused.
Okay. All right. Clump or clumping or curl clumping. That's when you have thick, thick fat curls that you usually get in the shower or right after the shower, and they tend to clump together, and it'll how would you describe that? And it would be like a nice clump of curls. That be Am I detailed enough in that explanation?
Yeah, so, getting the curls to clump together is getting like curl groupings, so not separating your curls where you want them to get like bigger, fatter, bouncier curls that are, clumped together.
Mm, okay.
I call them curl groupings.
She calls them curl groupings, so we could write that in there too. Okay. Next one is condish, which is short for conditioner. Let's see. Co-wash. We really described that. Yeah, some people term that a little bit different. Low poo. That is a sulfate-free shampoo like the Raw Curls Original Cleanser or the Raw Curls Wavy Swavy Cleanser or the Diva Curl Low Poo, right? I can't think of any other brands that really put themselves in that category.
So being
Anybody's?
sulfate free, a lot of it would
Mhm.
be a product that has a low lather to it because you're not using the sulfates,
Right.
which is a detergent that causes a lot of lather and bubbles.
Right. And no poo, then on the same token, the term no poo is basically a conditioner.
It's a conditioning wash.
It's a
It's
conditioning
what we just
wash.
talked about.
Yeah, it's basically a conditioning wash.
But let me explain a
Mhm.
little bit because there is a difference between using a product that's a conditioning wash that's made to cleanse the hair and actually just using a conditioner that's, made as a conditioner to go along with a cleanser or a shampoo
Mhm.
to, wash your hair because um, when products are made, there's different pH levels, there's different amounts of oils and conditioning agents that go into them. And so you have to have a certain level of pH to be cleansing, to get that hair clean, that hair and that scalp clean, which is really important, especially for curly haired people that are not washing their hair that often. When you do wash, you want to make sure that you're getting that scalp clean and you're not getting buildup. So there is a difference between using a product like Diva that is a conditioning cleanser or conditioning, how am I saying that?
A cleansing
A
conditioner.
cleansing conditioner. Sorry, I was saying that backwards.
I get those mixed up all the time.
And
I
just
know what I mean. I
using,
just don't say what
yeah,
I
I was
mean.
saying it backwards,
Yeah.
or a regular conditioner to wash your hair. So be careful of that.
Yeah. And that's been something we've talked about on previous episodes before in detail about, can a cleanser, if we're talking clearly by chemistry, can a cleanser condition or can a conditioner cleanse? And we've beat that dead horse.
Yeah. But even so,
Ever.
like their product, and I can think of a couple others that are made, they're no poo and other companies' products that are made for that purpose. Again, they have a higher pH level than a regular conditioner. They have agents in there that are like stimulating, whether it's, peppermints or menthols or, you know, cinnamon or,
Hmm.
something that's stimulating to actually, be able to cleanse the scalp.
Yeah.
So,
I remember when you used to talk about, and this has probably been a few years, but I remember when you used to talk about the Raw Curls original cleanser that you created. You used to make a point, and I haven't heard you say it in a while. Then again, I'm not around you a lot, obviously during the day. But you used to make the point and say that your product, you made it to be a conditioning cleanser, and
correct.
nobody else really has that. Do you still stand by that? You believe that really is a conditioning cleanser?
Yeah,
And
and
how can it be? I guess. I
well,
guess
the reason I say that is because it stands between doing the co-washing or, the no poos and a shampoo. So just like when we transition from using like a soap on our face to a liquid cleanser that's more gentle. So the Raw Curls cleanser is very moisturizing. It's very conditioning to the hair, even though it does lather. We were able to figure out, how to use ingredients that are sulfate free. They don't strip the hair of, the needed moisture, but they're able to cleanse the hair really nicely and yet still soften and condition it. The hair feels really silky and soft when you're done washing instead of
Mm-hmm.
other, products that are actually like shampoos leave the hair feeling dry and stripped.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Okay.
So yeah, I absolutely stand by that. I
Okay.
love our cleanser.
Okay. Cool. And you can find that at rawhairorganics.com. I think /raw curls, I think. And for those of you who are watching this episode live on Facebook in the Curly Girls support group, we're going to try tonight to, when we get through the acronyms um, and everything related to this, we're going to try to take some live questions. And we've been talking about doing this for a while. We've had an issue with trying to be able to take them off of Instagram. We're going to try that next week. I think we're going to try that next week. But we're going to tonight we're going to take some questions, some live streaming questions. So if you're watching in the feed, if you want to put them there, you can. And I don't know if we mentioned this before or not, but we've got some new software, and I believe next week we're going to try again to post some of these questions up on the screen like we did at the very beginning. Rhett, is that the case? Is that am I? Because what? Oh, damn it. Well, apparently not.
Mm.
Damn it, I was all excited about it. Because we did that at the beginning. And the reason, the first few shows when we moved into this new studio, and it's way labor intensive. That's the problem. It takes too long. And it looked like I thought we were going to be able to do it. Um, maybe we got to spend some time. We got to play with it. It's a new toy.
Mm.
So maybe, I guess let's leave it at maybe.
Don't hold your breath.
Don't hold your breath, but if it pops up, you'll know we worked on it. All right, so yeah, get your questions in there, and I'll try to answer some tonight. Let's see. Okay, next one, Melanie. Plop. It's not in the toilet. Plop. What's
Mm.
plop or plopping? What is it?
Plopping is a method of after you wash your hair and put your styling products in it, you flip your head over and you wrap it in like a t-shirt or a microfiber towel, or, one of the curly girl friendly fabrics, and just wrap it like a turban and help to dry the drying process. So people like to do that, while they're and then they let their hair get set while they're putting their makeup on or having breakfast or whatever. It kind of speeds the process and it can set and lock your curls. So
Okay.
that's all it is.
All
Flipping
right.
your head over, wrapping, we would use either a microfiber towel or a t-shirt or flour sack towel, and just making like a turban out of it and letting your hair kind of dry and set.
Okay. All right. Are you a plopper?
No,
You're not a plopper.
I'm not a plopper.
All right. Okay.
Nope.
All right, bear with me here a second. Just I'm just looking at
I don't spend that much time because, what we do in the salon too is, we apply our products, we flip the head over, and we squeeze out the excess water and set and lock the curl that way. But then that's it. We don't leave the hair wrapped.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Pineapple or pineappling. That is a technique where you basically tie your curls on the top of your head to prevent a frizzy mess in the morning while sleeping. And you would normally use a satin or silk pillowcase or some type of wrap or scarf. Melanie, do you want to explain pineappling or the pineapple? Do you do it?
Yeah, because you just,
Did I butcher it?
yeah, you kind of did just butcher it. You were
Okay.
off to a good start, but it didn't end well.
Okay.
So yeah, pineappling, the way that I like to explain it to people is just loosely putting a ponytail up on the top crown of your head. So whether you use a little loose scrunchie, you don't want to pull it tight. It's just a way of gathering the hair out of the way so you can, try not to roll around and get it all tied in knots and frizzy when you're sleeping. So yes, I do pineapple, but mine is a modified pineapple because my hair is too long. So if I just did a ponytail, my hair would still hang down past my shoulders and I'd still be rolling all over it. So I do a modified pineapple where I take, and either I use a loose, they are kind of a satin material scrunchie. I like those. They don't pull the hair, or the ones
Yeah.
that look like a phone cord.
Yeah, I've seen them in the bathroom.
Yeah, those are nice too. So, because again, my hair is long, I have to pull it partially the way through, and then I wrap the rest around, and I do either a little bobby pin or a clip to just hold that up in the front, so as to not disturb it as much as possible when I sleep.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't butcher it that bad.
No, but the satin, you were talking about satin
Well, I was
pillowcases
trying to think of
and
what. Yeah.
and yeah, that's kind of that's in addition to. So sleeping on a silk or satin pillowcase or the pillowcase
Yeah.
are a good idea. Or, some people have a bonnet or things that they put on top of their pineapple or on top of their head to also protect the hair when they sleep.
Okay. All right. All right. And while I'm thinking of it, because somebody
Do you
asked me.
pineapple your hair?
No, but I probably should. Have you? I don't know why. It must be that new pillow. I got a new pillow, and I use one of those. What would you call it? Therapeutic kind of memory foam things that's shaped like.
Yeah.
Kind of like a wave, right? I use that, and I got a new one because I worn my old one out. Maybe a month or two ago, and God, my hair is just a mess every morning. It's just awful. I'm like grabbing a baseball cap in my own house. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Oh man. Hey. Yeah. While I'm thinking of it, anybody who happens to be watching this live on Facebook that's from our marketing team. If you could, if that, let's see, hold on.
Focus.
If I can't because I'm getting ready to answer.
This is bad. See, we can't have the computer
I'm going
here.
ready because I'm going to take questions off, and I don't want that to start scrolling because that's the first question.
I can't
so I
see it,
stop.
but you've got to focus
so I gotta
and
stop.
finish a thought.
I am going to finish. So anyway, if anybody's watching tonight that's from from our marketing team, if that Valentine's Day sale is still on. I don't know if it ended tonight at 5 or 6 o'clock. I'm not sure Eastern time, but if it is still going or if it stopped, if somebody could post in there so I see it, and then I'll tell you guys because I'm not sure.
You did run a Valentine's sale. You said
Yes.
you weren't going to.
Because I told you I didn't because the marketing team did it. They don't tell me anything.
Okay, well, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. That's why I figured I'd better tell you because everyone's gonna be like, what? How come you never tell us anything anymore? How come I'm like, because I don't know. Nobody clues me in.
Well, I can
right.
share a fun fact since we're on the Valentine's story. It's kind of fun. It's fun and it's funny.
That's not funny. Come on.
It is.
You can't rip me for being a good guy.
Oh, we're gonna rip you anyway.
Oh, God.
He tries.
Shut up, Brett.
He tries.
I did.
So.
Well, okay.
First
If you're
of
gonna
all,
rip me, tell the whole story.
I will tell the whole story.
All right, because I'll sit back. Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I always tell Ken not to send me flowers because
Okay,
we
but
order flowers
yeah, but then
every
everybody at
week
the
at the
salon,
salon.
if I don't look, so I was like, God, is that guy a schmuck?
No,
And I'm
because
not.
I told everybody, I tell you
Uh-huh.
not to send flowers because we get them every single week, and
Yeah, we
they're
get them.
beautiful
We have a
flowers.
florist deliver a really nice thing and bouquet or something every week
Yeah, it's
at the
beautiful
salon.
on
It's
the
beautiful
salon.
every week.
Everyone looks forward to that.
Right.
So, I don't need more flowers, but whatever. So, anyway, I just figured he was finally listening to that because nothing came during the day. Well, 7 o'clock at night, some flowers came, and it was like, okay, who's that from?
Uh,
And I think there was only three of us there still, because it was the end of the night. And the Julie's like, "Do you want me to open the card?" I said, "Sure." So she opens it up and she reads it. Now, you know, Julie speaks Spanish and English, so sometimes, she gets words messed up. But she was reading the card and it said,
uh-huh.
"Happy Valentine's Day, live." And then Ken and
It
Murphy.
it was not a handwritten card. It was a typed card.
It wasn't. It was actually was handwritten. I have it. I
Are you
actually have
kidding
it.
me?
No, it was handwritten.
Oh God.
So we all cracked up because it was like, "Are you sure it says live?" And she's like, "I think so. I'm pretty sure." Like, okay, so yeah, he's telling me to live so I can,
All right, I'd keep
keep
working.
working.
Keep working.
Yeah.
All right, now can I
No,
tell the rest of the story? Because I'll
well,
tell the rest of the story because I'll.
I'm not done. So I told him how funny it was. We were all laughing. My client was like,
At
"Are you
my
planning on
expense.
dying?"
What
Yeah.
else is new?
So I'm like, "Of course he wants me to live." Anyway,
Moving on.
but then I told him, and he told me the whole long story. I'll tell you guys so we're not here all night. So he tried
If
to
I tell the
order
story, it'll be the rest of the
tried
show.
to order berries, like strawberries or something.
From Sherry's Berries. It's all over the internet. You see
And of
them all
course
over now.
that got messed
That
up.
got messed up.
So he didn't realize it till the day before that his order didn't go through apparently, and so then he was in
Because their PayPal system was screwed up and it wouldn't take delivery. It wouldn't let you add delivery to it.
But you didn't realize it until the day before.
No, and either did a whole lot of other people because I went to their Sherry's Berries Facebook page. Oh my God, did they get blasted? And I can't
I'm
imagine
sure.
how many people who like me, I realized it ahead of time and was able to save myself. I wonder how many people weren't that didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Um, so then this is to me the most funny part. So he calls, this is the day before Valentine's Day. He calls our florist, who is a friend of mine,
Longtime
a
friend,
longtime friend,
big shop.
who sends the flowers, who I get my flowers from every week. So he calls there the day before Valentine's Day and asks to order flowers, and the whoever answered the phone said they were booked. So he says, "Well, tell Kevin it's Ken Nickels."
Because that's
As
what I
if
always
he's like
do.
the
'Cause
president, okay? So they go and talk to Kevin and say it's Ken Nickels, and Kevin said, "We're still booked. Sorry." Yeah, I
That's
mean that. Do
usually
you know
not
how
how it
ridiculous
works in my
that
world.
is?
Do you
That's
know how it
obnoxious.
usually works in my world?
That's
So,
obnoxious.
so I played. I played the "Do you know who I am" card,
Yeah, it
and
didn't
it
work.
didn't work,
My
which is
client,
really rare.
my client said you should have used my name instead of yours. But anyway, yeah, it did work. Nice try. Oh my gosh.
So what I
That's
had to do.
I'm embarrassed for
so
you.
what I had to
can't.
do.
I'm
So what I
embarrassed.
had to do is I had to go online and try and try and try. I'm sitting in the driveway. It's like 9, 10 o'clock at night, trying to find somebody who would deliver the next day. So I found somebody that, well, they got him there.
Mm,
They
7 o'clock
got him.
at night.
They got him there.
So there we go.
See, what's the old saying, Rhett? No good deed goes unpunished. Is that right? I think it's especially in my life, right? Exactly. No kidding. If you guys knew what goes on in my everyday life, we shouldn't be doing podcasts. We should be doing sitcoms. You think the Kardashians are fun to watch? If you followed us around every day, oh my
It's
God.
pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
If you
because I
guys
didn't even
only
share
knew.
the story. Oh, I got a good story.
No,
I know.
we don't have time for your stories.
We were just talking about this because we saw this comedian. Where was that? We saw this comedian, and he said he doesn't ever have to like look for material because he just talks about his life, things that happen. And, so,
Right.
and I'm like, I could so do that. Like
Uh-huh.
my life is always crazy and funny. There's always,
Right.
stories that
Uh-huh.
crack people up.
Hey, I can go into an advertisement then. So, as I've talked about before, we're starting a new podcast, Rhett and I, called the Hopeless Diagnosis Podcast, where I'm going to take you step by step through my 4-year, three-time stage 3 cancer battle, and I'm going to tell you everything. That podcast starts this week, sometime the end of this week, and we'll show you how to search that later. But you want to talk about? I'll give you 4 years worth of stories that are going to blow you away, and they're all true. That's the best part.
Back to curly hair.
Should we talk about curly hair?
Yes.
Good thing all you people posted those questions because I don't know how we're going to get.
Well, hurry up and get
All
them.
right, all right, okay. Pre-poo. Let's talk about pre-poo. That's using oils as a treatment before cleansing.
I thought
What
that
types
was
of
a
oils?
spray you spray in the toilet.
Yes, my friend Karen Eckert had made me a bottle of what do you call it? Poopery. It actually says so you spray it in the toilet before you go to the bathroom, and it doesn't smell. Not that my stinks anyway. It doesn't,
Right.
because it's like flowers. Because I'm Ken
'Cause he's
Nickels.
Ken Nickels.
Don't you know who I am?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to talk about pre-poo or should we just go on? No, let's go on.
We should talk about pre-poo.
What kind of oils do you use?
I just did a pre-poo. I called it pre-cleansing.
Mhm.
So that was on a level 4 curly texture. So that's ultra curly, ultra kinky, ultra tight curly hair. Man, this lady has massive amounts of hair. It's just unbelievable. And actually, it's interesting. I'm going to share another little tidbit because she was asking me, she wasn't really sure what porosity level she is. And so she was actually buying products. She was misinformed for low porosity hair, and her hair is super high porosity. But because she said her hair never dries and she was wondering why it doesn't dry, because she has so damn much of it. It's like it's so compacted. There's so much hair and it's so tightly compacted. The air can't get in there. It takes forever to dry. So anyway, we were discussing that. But pre-cleansing or pre-pooing is adding either like a conditioning agent or product or an oil to the hair before you shampoo it. So it helps to like pre-soften it and help to detangle it.
Mhm. Okay. Scrunch or scrunching. What is scrunching?
So that is what's used to help encourage the curl after you put product in it, is just like cupping the hair and lifting it upwards and squeezing it together.
Okay. SOTC, scrunch out the crunch. That basically is when you use gel, you'll get that cast, which we talked about earlier, and a lot of people don't like that cast. So what they'll do is they'll scrunch that cast out, and with most gels, you'll still have the formation of the curls, but they'll be soft. Is that pretty good explanation? I didn't butcher that, did I?
Yes. Typically, we like to use a product when doing that, and
Like
so
what?
either an oil or a pomade or the combination of the two cocktail together.
Aren't oils bad for curly hair?
No.
They are not. Okay.
Be careful of what oils, but yeah, we use oils without silicone, and no, they're great. They're conditioning and shiny for the hair, and it's great for scrunching out that crunch.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. We got time.
keep going.
If you guys got time, we got time. All right. Okay. Styling products. Products that are used after a wash and are left on, such as gels, some pomades, spray gels, hairsprays, things like that. ACV, that's apple cider vinegar. A lot of people ask, what is ACV? That is used typically as for clarifying the hair and the scalp, or as a final rinse. DT or DCT, that's deep treatment or deep conditioning treatment. Let's see. RC, that's raw curls, which you can find at rawhairorganics.com. DC, that's typically two things. That's either Diva Curl, which is a product brand, or deep condition, which is or deep conditioning, which is a technique of conditioning. Do you want to explain what deep conditioning is?
Well, It's pretty self-explanatory. So it's using a product that's made as a deep conditioning treatment. So it gives additional conditioning to dry damaged hair.
Okay. All right. Next, FSG. That's flaxseed gel. Some people will make that at home.
That's how Jessica
It's a
Curl got
gel.
started.
That's how Jessie Curl got started. She talked about that on our interview. I should link it here. If you guys haven't seen the interview we did here with her, yeah, it was fun. And we're going to bring her on again. We're going to do some Q&A. Oh, and we're supposed to have cocktails next time, which will make it even more fun.
We are?
Live. That's what she said.
Oh.
All right.
We don't drink.
Casey. That's what would be even more fun. KCCC, Kinky Curly Curling Custard. That is a hairstyling product by Kinky Curl. Let's see. PT. Nah, we're just going to move on. I'm just going to go through these, and some of these we'll get to. PT, that's protein treatment. RO, rinse out or rinse out conditioner. STC, that's squish to condish. That is a technique used when conditioning your curls of getting moisture into the curls. Do you want to talk more about that or no? Do you want to explain that a little better?
Well, it's just doing that using a lot of water to help, get the conditioner and the water into the curls. So, and then you're just scrunching it in.
Scrunching it in. Did you do a video on that or no?
No, there was some other videos
Maybe
out there,
should,
someone in
yeah.
the shower or at the sink.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll do. We had been talking about maybe in the summer here when we get some more time, we'll do a bunch of these little videos and show you some stuff. 2A, 2B, 2C, etc., etc., etc. Those are curl types. Melanie, you want to talk about? You want to give a little explanation on that? What curl types are and.
Yeah, so, there's different curl types. Obviously, people have different curl patterns, anywhere, and starting with straight hair, not even having any curl, to just a little bit of wave, and then all the way to a tight, kinky curl. So, and then, there's simplified versions of just curl typing like that. Well, wavy swavy, a classic curl, and then a tight kinky curl. And then there was a system that was created to break down even subcategories of those, and that's where you get into the 2, 3s, and 4s, and then A, Bs, and Cs. So it's just a more descriptive version of curl typing from wavy swavy all the way to tight kinky curls.
So it's basically curl typing.
Coiling, yeah.
Curl typing.
Just figuring out, and a lot of people have 2 different types of curls, or some even have 3. So you can have more than one curl type on one head.
Okay. Second day hair or second day curls. Do you want to explain that?
Well, that's just, the day after you've washed. So, day 1 would be your wash day, and then day 2 would be your second day curls. So that would be just refreshing them however you do, whether it's, re-wetting or just spritzing and refreshing with a product.
Right.
But that's second day curls.
Yeah, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, this show is, a lot of it is geared towards newbies who wouldn't know what that meant. I mean, I saw in one of our, we've got, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 curly hair groups that we admin and manage, and I saw a woman just this morning, make a comment that, she was new to the method, but she washes her hair every day and had no idea that people actually refreshed and didn't.
Oh.
So yeah, so I figured that was a good one to bring in there. Okay, AV or AVG, that's aloe vera or aloe vera gel. AL, that's armpit length curls. BSL, can you guess? Bra strap length curls.
Oh, I thought it was going to be butt length.
No, it could be butt length too, but it's not. It's bra strap length curls. Let's see, Bantu knots. Those are sections of curly hair twisted and or wrapped into a nice, neat, even knots. I can't think of who I would use for a Coolio.
I don't know.
It's been a long time. I can't think of
it's
somebody modern who actually wears that you would know that wears them. I
A
don't
lot of
know. I
people
don't
don't
watch
really
TV, so I'm
wear
not into pop
them.
culture, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
I can't think of
They
anybody.
use it as a styling method
Yeah.
to let their curls dry, and then they, shake them out after. But
Okay.
yeah, it's more typically used in the type 4 curls where you take, little diamond or square sections of hair, and then you're just wrapping it around. It's like a little bun, and then,
Yeah.
you just tuck the ends under.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought of this ahead of time. I would have had Rhett find somebody and post
Mm.
a picture of it so you guys could see
Mhm.
what it actually looks like.
Mm.
That's pretty
We
neat.
posted a picture of, didn't we post a picture of Julie with that once? I don't know. It was a long time ago. But anyway.
No, I don't remember. Big chop. That is when your curls are so badly damaged that the only real answer is to cut them all off and start over. Is that a good explanation?
Yeah, well, that's not the only reason for doing a big chop. Some people just do the big chop to, because they
They're
want
sick of
to.
dealing with their hair
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general.
So it's just, cutting a lot of the hair off.
Hmm.
But yeah, a lot of times it is from where they've been straightening and then where they're trying to grow the natural curls in. So then they just cut all that dead stuff off and
Yeah.
start over.
Okay.
Hmm.
Blowout. That is pretty obvious. Styling your curly hair straight, typically with a blow dryer and a round brush.
Mm.
Good. Good enough.
Hmm.
Not really the detail on that. Breakage relating to curly hair. Do you have anything to add to describe that breakage, other than it's
Uh,
caused by anything?
Well, breakage can be caused by a lot of things by using, too hot of styling tools. Even a blow dryer can cause breakage. Just pulling and snapping the hair and being too rough with it is breakage. I see a lot of people do that where they're, really, just raking through their hair and pulling and snapping it. That's not good.
Mm,
Um, and
okay.
then over processing with chemicals. So whether it's relaxers, colors, or bleach, that can cause breakage in the hair. So it's damaging the hair, and where it's breaking off, where you're getting shorter pieces.
Mm, okay. SM, that stands for Shea Moisture. That's a curly hair product brand I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. Clarify or clarifying treatment. Would you like to describe that?
Yeah, so that's using a product to remove the buildup on the hair. So whether it's just natural oils, or products that have waxes in them and things that build up on the hair, and you see that white, waxy stuff coming off. A lot of people could mistake that for dandruff, but it is to strip and remove all of that excess stuff off of the hair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's do one more, and then I'm going to stop, and then I think next week we'll finish them off because there's a
You didn't
lot.
get any live
I have a lot.
questions?
I know. That's why I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go into some live questions.
Okay.
He's got Bantu. You do not
Oh,
have
you have
Bantu
a.
knots, Rhett. Oh, you have a picture.
We want to see rat with
Let's
Bantu
see,
knots.
all
There you
right. Who
go.
wants
That's
to
it.
give us
That's
the
it.
likes? Yep, that's what they look
See
like.
their cute little buns,
There you go.
little twists.
Little twists.
It's cute.
Okay. All right. We'll stop there, and we'll do one more here, and then we'll go into some questions, and then we'll wrap up. Because I know we're running long, and I knew this would run long because there's so many of them, but they need to be gone over. Crown. What is the crown?
The back and the top of the head.
The back and the top of the head. Okay. All right. We'll go over the
It's
rest
where a
of these
lot of
next week.
people have a flat spot, but it's just that the back, area of the head where it is usually rounded on top there.
Hmm. What's the let's see. What's that you're holding in your hand? That little
Did you
bottle.
want
What
me
is
to?
that?
This is I was going to do a product review, but we can wait. I could always do it next
You
week.
want to do product review next week?
It's
All
up
right,
to
let's go into
you.
some questions. How tight is your schedule, Melanie? What kind of time are we running at, Rhett? 44 minutes? Yeah,
Just do some other
let's do
questions.
some
I can do
we'll do
this
some
another
Q&A.
time.
Yeah, we'll do some Q&A and then we'll go over that next week.
Mm.
All right, let's do it. All right. Okay, Melanie, let's see. Let's see. Linda Davis, she has 3A, 3B curls. They're fine. Can't seem to refresh properly on day 3. Frizz remains, especially at the roots. Any hints?
Frizz remains at the root.
Hmm.
So, not sure what she's doing to refresh. Everybody does something different. My favorite is to just use a product that is like a spray and light leave-in conditioner and, moisten the hair with that. But importantly, maybe she needs to finish with some more pomade and shine serum, or definitely at least pomade, because that's going to help to hold down any flyaways or any frizz,
Hmm.
and you can put it wherever you want. So that will help to smooth and hold the hair down.
Okay.
Some people like to use a lot of my clients are really liking to use the spray gel. After they re-moisten the hair, then they spray some spray gel into it. You could even at the root take a little bit more of whatever gel you're using and apply that and just, kind of smooth it down
Mm.
if that's a problem area.
Okay. This next question is from a name that I cannot pronounce. It's foreign of some sort.
Mm.
Let's just say this lady. This lady would like some advice on hair growth or hair growth products. Any ideas? Any thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. So the best one that I have found to use is the Xenogen products, and they actually do help to grow the hair and help to keep the hair that you have and lessen how much shedding and hair loss that you have, but they do stimulate new hair growth.
Okay. Good
Hmm.
luck with it, men and women.
Very good luck with it. Yeah, extremely good luck with it.
Yeah.
Also, there's just natural supplements that you can take.
Biotin.
Biotin, folic acid, collagen. I feel like, I don't know if you've noticed a difference, but my hair definitely has thickened up again since I've been using a collagen protein
Mm-hmm.
powder. For sure.
Um. Yeah. Certainly. Certainly.
There's, some people claim the castor oil helps, to strengthen and grow their hair.
Yeah. Black castor oil or
Hmm.
Jamaican black castor oil.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, and in the future, I should have mentioned this, and I try to mention this on a regular basis, just so you guys know. If you ask a question, or during the week, if you send a question to us or post one that you want us to review, short and sweet. If it's one, two, three paragraphs, it's not getting on, and it's just a matter of, because when I read it to Melanie, because she doesn't review them ahead of time, she by the time I get to the end, her first question is, so what was the question? Because it's just too much to remember. So just so you guys know.
Well,
All
sometimes because there's so
right.
many, you know, things within that question.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there's right, because there's too many things. I'm looking for questions. Bear with me. Like I said, this is a first week that we're doing this way. Uh, Gosh, I'm
Well, just
scrolling,
pick one.
scrolling. I'm trying. I'm not finding any, because I have to scroll down far enough. Let's see. Melanie, where is your Raw Hair Organic Salon located? And is there more than one location?
Right now we're just in Naples, Florida, and that's it. We're hoping to expand to more areas, but we only have the one.
Yeah, I'll get on that in my
North
free
Naples.
in my free time. Um, we might have one in Cape Coral. We'll see. We've been talking about it for a while. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. I've been using Diva Curl for a while now, and it's definitely drying my curls out. Plus, all of a sudden, I have dandruff. So, what's that about? Help. Need a new shampoo and conditioner product because I have really curly hair, in need of something amazing. That's from Michelle Howard. What are your suggestions? Boy, I could take a wild guess. What do you think?
Well, yeah, some people have, that were longtime users of that product are having some challenges now. So, um, anyway, of course, I'm going to recommend the Raw Curls products.
Shocked. Really?
Yep, I know.
Who'd have thought?
Yep, I'm sorry,
They are
but
the sponsor. They pay for this show,
yeah.
and it
And
ain't
they're
cheap.
awesome products. So
Yep.
they're definitely more, very moisturizing, healthy for your scalp and your hair. Very simple to use. It's not, a 500 product line. So I would recommend trying that one. And you can find them on our website.
At rawhairorganics.com.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. Last
One more.
question. One more, and that's it, and we'll wrap up. And you know how I can tell we have to wrap up? Because the air conditioner kicked on. That means it's getting hot in here. Because I'm in here.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Brett. All right. How do you know if your hair is low or high porosity? Great question, Nicole Ramirez.
Right. So there's different ways of testing your hair for porosity. A lot of times you can just look at it and know. I mean, if your hair is high porosity, it appears dry and straw-like, damaged. But I really like the stretch test, which is wetting a strand of hair and seeing how much it stretches. A healthy piece of hair should stretch and bounce back. High porosity hair is going to stretch and break, and low porosity hair is going to not really stretch. It's very hard. So gray hair a lot of times is like that, where it needs a lot more moisture. But also there's a float test, so you can.
Are you a fan of the float test?
I'm not really,
Describe what it is.
Yeah, but a lot of people use it. And again, there's different levels of porosity on one strand of hair. So, that can get a little tricky because typically the hair closest to the head is going to be healthier and less porous than the end of the strand of the hair. So, but the float test is taking hair and putting in a glass of water and seeing
like
if
one strand?
Yeah. One strand, two strands, but not, you don't have to take like a hunk of hair. And seeing whether it floats or sinks. So if it floats, that's going to mean that if it floats, that means it's low porosity. If it sinks, that's high porosity. So it all has to do whether it's absorbing, how much water it's absorbing.
Okay.
Or hanging on to.
Okay. Hopefully that helps. All right, that's last question. All right, let's wrap it up. Next week, make sure you join us again, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday. We'll finish up the Acronyms show. We've got a couple of pages more to go through. We may have a guest. This may be our first show that we do a live guest. Watch, as soon as I say this, Rhett's going to say, no. What? Can we? Maybe next week? He says we should be able to next week. So we shall see. So we're going to, like I said, with our new software, it should be really neat. It'll be a whole lot better than the way we've done interviews in the past. I think you guys will really, I know you'll really like it. So I have to confirm that. So we may have a guest too. So we'll probably do two things, and then we'll also have a product review. Do you want to give a hint on that product, or you want to wait until next week to talk about it?
Well,
It'll be a surprise.
it has to do with CBD and dry scalp. Because a lot of people ask about
Here we go.
Those things.
Right? We're going to go down that road, huh?
Yeah.
Good. A lot of people ask about it. We've had people ask that in the Q&A.
All the time.
Why aren't you putting it in your products? Why aren't you doing this? And we've talked about it, but anyway, so we'll do that next week. Are you going to leave that here so we don't?
No, I stole that from the salon, so I have to return it, or I'm going to be written up.
Or you'll be written up. Yeah, don't want to get fired. No. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Everybody watching and listening.
Have a great week.
Have a great curl week, and we'll see you next week, Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there, be square.
Same time, same place.
That's it. See you then.